Muscles can be named by combinations of word roots that describe their features, like location or the size, number of origins, and how they appear, the direction of fibers, or they can be simply be named on the basis of their origin and insertion or muscle action. Now, by understanding what the word roots mean, you can get clues about the features of the muscles. So it'll be helpful to be familiar with the terms used in muscle namings. So if you look at the muscles in here, you see the fusiform muscle, and you see parallel muscle fibers in a fusiform muscle held together, and they're tethered or tapered at the end. And this muscle over here is biceps brachii. Bi means two, ceps means head. So this muscle has two origins because they have two different heads, and they're located on the brachii. So this is the brachial region, and these muscles in yellow that are getting highlighted are the biceps brachii muscle. So you see this one is the short head of the biceps brachii, and this one over here is the long head of the biceps brachii. So these are considered the head for origins, and this big region in the center is considered the belly of the muscle. So the biceps have two heads, so they have two different origins as well. First one is at the supraglenoid tubercle of the scapula. So they go up and over and attach to the supraglenoid tubercle. And they also attach to the coracoid process of the scapula. So the coracoid process of the scapula is right over here. So if you rotate it, you can see the coracoid process of the scapula, and right up and above the head of the humerus, this area is where the supraglenoid tubercle of the scapula is located. So there's the scapula or the shoulder blade. So this muscle is called the biceps brachii. So the next muscle in here is rectus abdominis. Rectus abdominis means the parallel muscle fibers on the abdomen. Rectus means parallel, abdominis means the abdomen. So if you look at the rectus abdominis over here, they are deep muscles on the abdomen, and they are the six-pack muscles that gives you a six-pack. So you can see the rectus abdominis over here. You can see parallel muscle fibers located on the abdomen. And the next muscle in here is pectoralis major. Pecs is the region. So pectoralis is the breast region around the breast, and major is the size. So pectoralis major is a big muscle on the chest. So right, that's pectoralis major. Okay. And yeah, let's look at rectus femoris. Rectus femoris, you see parallel muscle fibers but arranged in a bipinnate manner on either sides like a feather, right? So rectus means parallel muscle fibers. Femoris is the location of the muscle which is on the thigh. So this muscle is located on the femur. Okay. Now the deltoid muscle is easy to remember because this is a rounded muscle on the shoulder for attachment of the muscle. Happens at the deltoid tuberosity of the humerus, right? So deltoid muscle is a big triangular muscle on the shoulder that inserts at the deltoid tuberosity. And deltoid literally means a triangular, a shape like a Greek letter delta. And that's why it's called deltoid muscle. Okay, so if you look at the deltoid muscle in here, oh yeah, it's missing in here, but I am going to add the muscle layers in here so you can see the deltoid muscle. So this muscle in here is the deltoid muscle. And this muscle in here is the pectoralis muscle. Right over here, you see the biceps brachii muscle. Okay, so based on the location or based on the shape, based on the size, all of these are different methods by which muscles can be named. And by remembering what the muscle name means, you can get some idea about their function or structure. Then this last muscle as an example over here is orbicularis oculi. Orbicularis is a circular muscle like an orbit, and oculi is the eye. So these are circular muscles around the eye. Right, if you look at this figure over here, you see orbicularis oculi are the circular muscles around the eye. The last muscle that is in this list is palmar interosseus. Palmar means the palm of the hand. Interosseus means in between the bones. So if you look at this muscle location, these muscles are located in between the bones of the hand. So these are called palmar interosseous muscles. So the ones in yellow are the palmar interosseous muscle. So in between the bones, they attach the two bones. This document shows some terminologies and their meanings that are used to name muscles. So you can go through a few names and locate them on a picture to know where they're located. So you can learn these muscles as you go. And here's another list of name and meanings used to name the muscle based on the characteristic. Like the flexorcari radialis is a flexor muscle on the carpal and attaches to the radius as well. So these are flexors that help in decreasing the angle or flexing the lower arm. So these are flexorcari radialis. So before you move on, I'd suggest you pause and locate this figure in your textbook and try to identify these muscles that are pointed in here, and you want to name these muscles and understand the root meaning of these muscle names. So once you label them and look at the word root, it's highly likely that you'll remember where these muscles are. So I'd suggest you start over here before diving into different muscles of the body.